different today. We got a fine British motor car. All right, so 75 Rolls Royce. I mean, these are the best customers, right? We get to do something just silly. This guy contacted me and he was like, hey, do you think you could LS swap in a Rolls Royce? And I'm like, why not? I mean, it's a car. It's got a lot of room in the engine bay. So 75, which means here in California, it does not have to pass smog, so we're safe. And we're gonna do an LS3, 4L60. We're making some braking changes. We're gonna do some stuff from ABS power brakes, which will simplify the braking system because, oh my God, the brakes on this thing was like, they call it the rat trap. It is like some Rube Goldberg machine thing that is just like ridiculous. I mean, this whole car is like ridiculously engineered, overbuilt and underbuilt all at the same time. So, and with the engine swap, we're also doing a paint job. So this thing it looks all right, but it's not great. And then the customer wanted to take the front and rear bumpers and go from the US spec to the Euro spec with an older style bumper, like a few years prior to this, when they were a little bit cooler looking. So it's been a lot of custom work. You can see we've got some of the paint stripped here, and we've made some bumper mounts and things, and we're making some little panels that hide everything. So really fun stuff, really neat project. I think we're gonna call it Project Richie Rich for Rolls Royce, the double R.
So this is a European bumper, and this thing had to come into the United States. It had this goofy bumper on it. We could take a picture of it. And then it was higher, so this little bumper cover balance thing was way up here. And if you look at the stock European Rolls, the bumper is down here. So we're just kind of retrofitting this same piece without trying to create this shape down below, because it was up here. Trying to just pinch it in a little bit, get it a little tighter in there. That looks pretty decent. I'm gonna work on the other side. So this is a shrinker stretcher tool. It's got these little dies in here. They just grab the metal and move it around. So these are actual shrinkers. They'll go in on themselves. They'll have a little taper in here. And this is a stretcher. So we're trying to bend this thing out, get a little depth on it. I like the kick machine because you can actually feel it in your body. You can feel the material move. Pretty decent. Pull that material off of there. All the paint will fuse together. To lower it down on the car, because the car is tapered, starts to get shorter. Where it was at was too high. So when we did lower it, it needed to come in to fit these radiuses on the body shape. So I just chopped it in the center, which would be the best spot, and then we're gonna fuse it together. Yeah, make up for the difference, because it needed to come in on itself. Yeah. So. A little better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that welting's gonna go in there and hide
A little bit of it, but yeah, that's
where it needs to be. I need to shrink this a little bit because it's got too much of a.
Yeah.
I can pull these screws out, mark it, and use it and mount it with those screws.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So it's got too much shape in it, so we've got to shrink this area here to get it to pull in. So that's one thing about this machine. Every time you want to shrink or stretch, you gotta swap these out. The best thing is to have either two of them. We're just going to do a little bit. Oh, that probably did it right there. See that? See how much that moved? You didn't need to do much, just a couple kicks. I might have to work something over here, but I would assume right out of, we're gonna paint the car, so scratch it. Give it a little gun kick in there. I would assume that the European model probably,
that's right where it goes.
Bolted right with that.
Looks like it fits a little better.
Yeah, the problem is I might have to put a screw there on this side too, because there's only 4 here in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to make a new one. Not like it was. Yeah, because this thing was sticking out a 1/2 inch farther. So that sucks. We just have to make a new one. The bumper, we had trimmed it, and I guess we lost a 1/2 inch. We could either add to it, or we're just gonna make a new one. It's gonna fit a little bit better. That feels about the right profile there. So I'm just gonna clean this edge up, scribe like a 1/2 inch line here that we can run the bead roller through, and tip this edge over, and then we'll tune it up with the shrinker stretcher to get it to fit in there. And then we're gonna have to make the end pieces also. But this is 4 feet, you can't go any bigger than that. So there'll be a weld here, and it'll be easier to make the pieces if it's just a short piece than trying to manipulate a whole big piece.
So Bob spent better part of a full day making these little finish panels for the bumper and kind of fitting things a little better. They turned out really great. I mean, between the bead roller and his shaping skills and everything, you know, we've got this thing sitting exactly where we want it based on the pictures that the customer sent us, because, you know, this is older style bumper, newer style car. We're kind of round peg square hole in it. So I think the customer's going to be super happy. We're going to get him to clear them before we, you know, finish them up, but we're almost there. The panels on the front that Bob made look really good. I mean, everything fits really nice. We're gonna weld these on and actually metal finish and fix all this gobbledygook that someone else did here. I think this car's been hit in the front too, because she's pretty lumpy. But this stuff, the bumper fits really nice. The panels they follow the curve of the front of the car. They have a nice gap, even gap all around the grill. I'm really happy with the work we did here.